Alright, back over to Radadadadita. Oh, why is it so long? See you in a sec. Alright, let's go and talk to the testy trader first and see where this is gonna go. Do you reckon that they stole them from Allegheny? Whatever. Did you get the food? Tell me you got the food. Yep, sack of food stuff. A sack filled with a variety of wrapped meats and vegetables. Oh, praise the heavens! Praise you too, stranger. This will be the first proper meal we've had in days. Go back and speak with my large friend if you would. I'd wager he'd like to show his thanks as well. So it's not a weird twist? It's just a bit of world building. Surprised to see us trading in Imperial supplies. My quick-fingered friend once worked in a storeroom in Castrum Urbania and swept those sedatives before she left. This settlement's full of those as used to labour for the Imperial Army. The folk in Allegheny may have traded with the Empire, but even they spit on radiatants, the Army's whip curs they call us. That's why we needed you to make the deal. If one of us dared to set foot in that town, they'd chase us out with a hail of stones, or worse. But now we can eat our fill, get our strength back, and try to move on. Kind-hearted heroes like you are a godsend. Alright. Godfrey? Yeah, I've heard of him. His name's Frank. Why is that so? Ah, Frank is the guy in town that I talked to that's defending the Guardian. Some folks say he's doing those people a favour, but I think he's up to something. Alright. What do you say, Augury? A merchant travelling to Cold Earth? Wait, that's the guy in league with the Imperials, isn't he? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him in a while. Alright, Mort. Cold Earth? Why would anyone sell their wares in that ghost town? Well, that was not the most helpful thing in the world. Search for Frank. Right, Allegheny! God damn it. May as well teleport. This is ridiculous. It really makes you appreciate flying when you get it though. They're asking about me at Cold Earth? Well, I'd love to help, but the situation has gone complicated, you see. The reason I was selling them so cheap is because someone else was footing the bill. Some Imperial soldier said he grew up there. He went to the Guardians willingly, if you can believe it. They made him a watchman at one of their labour camps. And he's been funneling all his pay to me. Granted, I keep peddling my goods at Cold Earth. Afraid his friends and family would refuse his gifts after turning his back on them. He got the smart idea of sending me up there, selling whatever they need for next to nothing. Thing is, he hasn't contacted me in days. A shame too. On my next trip I was supposed to deliver this bottle of Arak. It's hard to come by nowadays, but he paid me good money to find it. Would you mind taking it there for me? As for this conversation, I'll leave it up to you whether or not you tell anyone. All things considered, I think he might have wanted someone to know. Alright, see you in a second when we get all the way back over there. It's so close yet so far. Oh, thank God for that. Alright, it's in person. Yep, sugar. Did you find any sign of the merchant? Well, yes and no. He was paid to come here by an Imperial turncoat. They worked at a labour camp. No, it can't be. I just realised that the kid that was sitting there was blocked perfectly by that vase. A bottle of Eric? My son said. He said someday we'd... Never mind about the merchant. Here, it's not much, but you deserve it. Thank you for this. Ah. Well, thank you. The peaks of that current achievement complete. Ooh, a dust storm's coming in just in time for... flying! Perfect way to show off our flying. Oh no! Alright, so let's see. Everything. So up there. These are not over there, over there. Well, I want to go this way anyways, because I want to have a quick look at this thing. Because, I mean, I presume we can look at it. I'm not sure what I really expect to find here. Ooh. Sightseeing log 10. In 10. Ninecraft's hope. When the sixth umbral calamity befell Eorzea and the realm was transformed into a sea, this great vessel, built by a man hailing far from the north named Ninecraft, saved full many lives. Having taken aboard countless souls drifting in the floodwaters, it was finally transported by magics to its current resting place. Oh, that's kinda cool. See, we're already learning stuff. Alright, so now that we can fly, I want to do the rest of the quests here because I found them quite interesting. No idea how long it is, but we can fly, so at least it might be a bit easier. Public opinion. Bart is ready to get to the root of his problem. So, you left then? Oh, good, good. For a start, it'd be nice to know why they're so insistent on protecting me in the first place. Though I'd love to spare my blushes and leave this all to you, we need to hear from as many people as we can. How about we both make a sweep of the village and meet back here? Sounds good to me. Alright. Affable Elder. If Bert hadn't stopped his men, I wouldn't be standing here before you. He was hard but fair, and now these resistance fighters are taking over the place. Sure, they seem friendly now, but just you wait. Intriguing. Light-hearted lass. I never did anything wrong, but the Guardians would always hit me. Mr. Bart was different though. He was always there to cheer me up, and he'd play with me sometimes. Do you think these new people will play with me too? I'm not going to say yes, but I'm not going to say no. I'm sure that there's got to be some nice people in the Resistance. That's better. Look at us when I'm talking to you. I think it's fair to say we all owe Bart a great debt. I'd tell you more, but as you can see, I'm a little busy. Why don't you go and talk to Digilananani, the person that I've talked to before? Oh, the adventurer before. Alexander, was it? You wish to know more about Bart? I would love to tell you about it. But first, I must ask a favour. The village has been plagued by spitting spinners as of late. I took a look around and discovered they built a nest close by. I considered petitioning the soldiers for aid, but you seem more capable of the job. Help me get rid of the nest and I'll tell you everything you want to know. Agreed? Yeah, that seems fair to me. Excellent. Let's get going then. I'll lead the way. Alright. Alright, over yonder way. See, look at how much easier this is with flying. It's wonderful. There you are. The nest is just ahead. Spiders! Kill the spiders! Faster! Kill them faster! Ugh. Oh my god, there's more! Oh, they didn't die! Is that it? Why didn't that kill you? Bad spinner! Oh, it's so creepy. Destroy it! Good vomit. Thank you ever so much. I can't tell you how many we've nearly lost trying to do away with those horrible things. Sadly, this isn't the first time they've caused us trouble. When the Guardians first took Alagiri, these lands were rife with spinners for a time. Though we begged for help, our pleas fell on deaf ears. Our village is meant to be a trading hub, so you'd think they would protect this place. But no, they would come only to get deep in their cups, or take out their frustration on whoever happened to be present at the time. If we weren't suffering at the hands of drunken soldiers, we were fending for our lives against all manner of beasts with whatever makeshift weapons we could find. There was nothing we could do but endure their mocking and laughter as we struggled to survive. But Bart changed all that. After he came and assumed command, he immediately put an end to our misery. The difference in our treatment was like night and day. He gave us our lives back, which is more than I could say for what the Allied forces are like to do for us. Bart is a good man, and I hope in time you'll come to see him as we do. See, this quest line is intriguing because there is the whole thing of the fact that not all Guardians are evil. Like, the majority probably aren't. And no matter who I talked to, there was too much beating around the bush to get any clear answers. Did they tell you anything useful? Quite a bit. He said all that. Well, I was saying, I was just tired of seeing my men beat them bloody all the time. I'd seen enough of it before coming here. It's amazing how treatment of the Empire's subjects can vary from place to place. There are territories where life is unchanged by the Guardian's presence, and yet there are others whose denizens would welcome death with open arms. The only escape from either is to join their armies. If you manage to survive 20 years of service, you and your family can earn citizenship, a chance to have a good life. Needless to say, I jumped at the opportunity. I fought until before I knew it, I was an Imperial Centurion. But it was too late. Shortly after my promotion, I received word of my family's death, snatched away by some widespread illness. The suffering of these people only served to remind me of my loss, so I put an end to it, simple as that. Yet still they thank me. After I've killed so many, I'll never understand such nonsense. At least now we know for certain the reason for their adoration. Now we just have to convince them I'm not worth protecting. Easier said than done. Dragged through the mud, Bart has a plan to smear his reputation. We'll need a good lie if we're going to change their opinion of me. I've got it. A holy man here in Alighieri was slain shortly after my arrival, just before I took command. It was the former Imperial commander who killed him, but you can tell people it was me. Let me guess, he was a bad person. Take my ring as proof. Say it was a keepsake of his, and that I pried it from his cold dead hands. They'll be so blinded with hate, execution will seem too good as a punishment for me. Then again, if people see through the lie, it wouldn't do well for your reputation to be speaking so poorly of me. Maybe we should start with just one person and gauge their reaction before we set the rumour mill to spinning. Try speaking with GD and see if this gets her blood boiling. Alright, back to GD. Sandstorm's still railing away. Huh? What's this about Bart? Bart's ring, a keepsake from Bart's family that he may remember what he's fighting for. How awful! The people of Alighieri were furious to hear this. Why, they might even consider heading him over to the Allied forces, which is exactly what he wants, isn't it? I haven't known you long, but I know an honourable man when I see one. I refuse to believe you would try to smear his reputation and turn us against him. I can imagine why he might try though. When you return to Bart, you can tell him what I've told him countless times before. No matter what horrible deed he may have done in the past, no one is beyond forgiveness. Travellers come and go from Alighieri quite often, but should they wish to stay, who they were before coming here doesn't matter. We have no interest in the man Bart used to be, only the man he is now. Even if he was a murderer in the past, he's been nothing but kind to us since arriving here. The man we know has a gentle soul, and that's why we protect him. I mean, if we really want to get down to the nitty-gritty of it, I am a massive, horrifying, murderous monster. I'm sure he can't have done worse, even with 20 years of it behind his belt. How'd she take the news? She was absolutely livid, wasn't she? Tell me everything. They only care about the man I am now, and what sort of man am I supposed to be, huh? My family's dead. I can only return to the Guardians. But it's not your concern. It seems it'll take more than a nasty rumour to sway their opinion of me. Oh, I'll have to think of something soon though. It's only a matter of time before the Alliance decides it's done waiting. Could you try speaking with JD once more? Not to spread more falsehood, but about persuading the townsfolk to let me turn myself in peacefully. Hopefully inspiration will strike by the time you return. Alright, back to JD. I mean, they're not going to agree, but let me guess. Bart sent you again, didn't he? Yep. He can conjure up whatever lies he likes, but he cannot change our minds. Though, I suppose I can understand his worry. I'm loathsome to admit it, but entreating the Alliance could resolve all this. It could also make things much worse. If only there was someone among them who knew what a kind and caring man Bart is. Perhaps then we could convince them to show him mercy. I mean, there's me. Me. Whatever. Bart has been speaking with Brazen Brook in private about his surrender. Does this mean the Allied forces will soon come for him? Let's go and speak with him. While there's still time. I mean, me? I could literally go and talk to the leader. Like the leader of the leaders. Oh, you've broke company. What can I do for the two of you? An appeal on Bolt's behalf? Well, I'm not sure I'll follow. Please, Brazenbrook, is there nothing you can do to have him pardoned? Or better yet, take me in his stead. Say I'm his accomplice, and I will tell his superiors anything they wish to hear. I mean, they'd still take him though. Whoa, calm down, miss. No one wants to help him more than I do. That said, he's still a soldier of the Garlean Empire, an Imperial Centurion at that. As a member of the Resistance, I have a duty to take him into custody. You can't! The people of Aligiri will not stand for his execution. What? Who said anything about an execution? But the Garleans told us you kill all the soldiers you capture. For goodness sake, we're not savages. We're in the middle of assessing the documents and supplies they left behind, and his testimony as to what we found is sorely needed. Everyone's made it quite clear how his presence has improved living conditions here, so I suspect my superiors will be fairly lenient. That's not to say he won't face punishment, mind you, but he's got to come in for questioning. I see. After so many years under their rule, the Garleans have convinced us you were no better, if not worse, than they were. On behalf of all the people of Aligiri, I offer you our sincerest apologies. Thank you for clearing up this terrible misunderstanding. Bart will no doubt be relieved to hear of this. Let's go and share the good news. Is that actually true, what you said, though? What sort of lies have the Garleans been feeding them all this time? Ugh. I suppose it doesn't matter now. The people will come around eventually. I still stick to what I said. That even if he is to be in trouble, I can quite easily get him out of it. It seems Bart has left us a note. Dear Alexander, the time has come to bid you my final farewell. Try as I might to focus on the present, the past still haunts me. My family calls. If you can find it within you to grant me one last favour, I bid you deliver my head to the Allied forces. I have enclosed instructions to this end. No, he can't, Alexander. We have to stop him. Second chances. JD is not yet ready to give up on Bart. We can't let him go through with this, Alexander. It looks like he's heading northwest, toward the fringes. I pray we're not too late. Indeed, as do I. Wait, I thought you said northeast. That's northwest. Oh no, it does say northwest, by mistake. Ooh, what's this? Huh, weird. Oops. So this is an area you can only get to with flying. Huh. I mean, I know we're in a hurry. Sorry. I just got caught off guard. Ah, and it was connected to... Well, it was connected to this. which doesn't seem to be connected to anything else, but okay. Maybe it was. Oh, and there's more. Oh, I feel a sniffle of a tickle. Oh, bless me. Don't worry about me. Save Bart. Oh my god. Do 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 do. Rawr. I suppose this is where I'm supposed to thank you for saving my life. Bart! Alexander! Thank goodness you're both unharmed! Why in the hells did you bring her here? Huh! Cowards, the lot of them. They would waste the chance to make an example of me. This is all our fault. If we hadn't showed such aggression to the Allied forces, they would have likely made their intention clear ages ago. You needn't apologise. If I had known they wouldn't kill me, I would have merely sought another way to death's door. But why? You have so much to live for. I have nothing. What's a man without his family? A soldier without his men? I've stained my hands with the blood of so many innocents, and for what? You still have Caligari. It would have been all too easy to stand by and watch as the soldiers taunted and tormented us, yet you chose to show us mercy. Well, that was... After all the good you've done here, are we not worth living for? Am I not worth living for? I know I can never replace your family. I would never try. But I'd like to try and make you happy, if you'll let me. What? Has this obsession with loss truly made you so blind? The people of Alighieri care about you, none more than me. You brought light and hope back into our lives, and I would return that kindness 100-fold if I can. Yes, by all means. Let's get married, settle down here in the village, and fill our cottage with a pitter-patter little feet. Oh, marriage? I didn't mean to. That's not to say I'm opposed to. Oh dear, this is all so sudden. Oh, before you let your imagination run wild, it's still the matter of our surrender to the Allied forces. I'm going to need your help in assuring the others that I won't be put to death. Yes, of course. I suppose this is it. I know not what they have in store for me, but I will at last atone for my crimes. When they release me, well, it seems I will have something worth waiting for. Thank you for everything. And back to Brazen Brook it seems. And back to Alighieri for the last time. At least for now. Unless we have to return for some reason in the future. Brazen Brook. There he is, the hero of the hour. I don't know how he did it, but JD returned just now with Bart in tow. He says he's ready to turn himself in. What's more, public reaction to his surrender has been surprisingly calm. The last thing we need is to be fending off the people we came here to save. If you hadn't shown up when you did, I'm sure they'd be chasing us out of here with pitchforks and torches by now. To make sure they don't, we'll all be taking a loaf out of Bart's book in building better relations with the townsfolk. It'll take some work, to be sure, but we'll get this place back to the way it used to be. Ba 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 ba. And with that, we're done here. Let's head to the locks for the last bit of flying we need to unlock. That was a really interesting quest. I really enjoyed that.